In the last lecture, we were doing method of preparation of amines, and we did 4 method of preparation. We have 2 more methods of preparation, right? Fifth one. This is a name reaction, so it is important. Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. In this reaction, we start with phthalimide. Phthalimide we can prepare by using ortho-substituted benzoic acid. So you'll have COOH. Wait a second. Phthalimide will be the structure. NH, C double bond O, C double bond O. Now, if I read this particular hydrogen that we have in phthalimide, this hydrogen is very acidic because if this hydrogen leaves, we will get a negative charge on nitrogen, which can be in resonance with the oxygen here. So that hydrogen is acidic in nature. And if I react this with KOH, then we are going to get this double bond O is as it is, this double bond O is as it is, N negative, and K plus to neutralize the negative charge here. Now, once we react this with any alkyl halide, Rx, here R, which is connected to more electronegative halogen atom, will have delta negative charge, sorry, delta positive charge and delta negative in the halogen atom. And this nitrogen is going to attack on the R. As soon as it will attack on the R, we will get alkyl phthalimide. Double bond O, N bonded to R. Now, once we have, this is known as N-alkyl phthalimide. Once we have got N-alkyl phthalimide and we react this with NaOH in aqueous condition, that means we are doing hydrolysis in basic condition. I will get the sodium salt of carboxylic acid here. This will be C double bond O, O negative, Na positive. Here also you'll have the same thing, C double bond O, O negative, Na positive. Plus we are going to get RNH2. Okay, so this nitrogen is going to get 2 hydrogens. And here we are getting the carboxylate ion and we are getting sodium positive here. So here we get a primary amine. So write about the Gabriel synthesis. This is phthalimide. Right here. This is used for preparation of one-degree amine. Next. Phthalimide on treatment with KOH forms potassium salt of phthalimide. Forms potassium salt of phthalimide. On further treatment with alkyl halide, it forms N-alkyl phthalimide. So if you are reacting this with methyl halide or Let us suppose you have halomethane, chloromethane, bromomethane, then you will be getting N-methyl phthalimide. If you have ethyl, then you are going to get N-ethyl phthalimide. It forms N-alkyl phthalimide on further alkaline hydrolysis. On further alkaline hydrolysis, we get primary amine. And also see, one more thing, it is important that this nitrogen's attack on the alkyl group, this R group, it is a SN reaction, take a nucleophilic substitution reaction. And it is important to note that because we cannot prepare any aromatic amines, we cannot prepare anilines from this, because if you are going to attack nitrogen, this alkyl halide should be aryl halide, and aryl halide do not show any nucleophilic substitution reaction. So write a note here. Aromatic primary amines cannot be prepared cannot be prepared by this method, as aryl halides don't undergo SN. Write this down and then raise your hand. I think many students joined late. Please write this down completely and raise your hand. Assalamu alaikum, Sarah. We are just about to complete the methods of preparation, Gabriel phthalimide synthesis and Hoffman bromide is there, degradation. Then physical properties, and then we will start with chemical properties. Okay. And I think in chemical properties in your batch, Sarah, I started with other than the basic character. So in this class, I will take the basic character first and then move on to the other chemical properties. Okay. So that your time is not wasted here. Okay, Sarah?
Yes, sir.
You're in this batch because revision classes are going on in physics class.
Yes, sir.
Please raise your hand if you're done. Okay, Minashi done. Nabil, Asta, Khalil, Saif, Salman, please raise your hand if you're done. Write it quickly, guys. Is Saif here? Yeah, Saif is here. After this, you all will write Hoffman bromide degradation. Hoffman bromide degradation. Please write it quickly, guys. कितना time लगा रहे हैं आप लोग? Those who have written, please see in Hoffman bromide degradation. We start with an amide, R C double bond O, NH2 plus Br2 in alkaline medium. So we use KOH, or we can also use NaOH in this case. And this leads to formation of the CO is going to go away from here, and you will get RNH2. Plus you will get K2CO3 if you have KOH, or Na2CO3 if you have NaOH. Plus you will get KPr and water. So in this, what is happening? We are preparing a 1 degree amine. So this is also used to prepare. This is used to prepare primary amines. Secondly, the reagent that we use here, it is Br2, plus we can use NaOH, or we can also use potassium hydroxide. Now, what is important about the product? So we have talked about the important thing about the product is that it should be having 1 carbon less than the amide. Is right? The primary amine formed, 1 degree amine formed, has 1 carbon less, 1 carbon less than the amide. So if you have 1, 2, 3 C double bond O NH2, Br2 plus KOH. In this case, so you have 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms. Now, in the amine that we are going to form, you will get only 1 and 2 carbon atoms and then NH2. Okay. Similarly, you can write. You can also use this to form aniline. You have C double bond O NH2, Br2 plus NaOH. We will get aniline in H2 attached to the benzene ring. Please write this down.
Sure, you show the first reaction.
Sorry, what, Nabi? Let me know if
Sure,
you
the first reaction.
first reaction. The phthalimide one or the Hoffman bromide? Which one?
This one.
This one only. Okay. After this, please write the topic physical properties. लिख लिया आप लोगों ने? Let me know if you're still writing. If not, then write the topic physical properties. Write the first point. Amines except 3-degree amines. Amines except 3-degree amines can form hydrogen bond. Hence, they have a higher. Hence, they have higher boiling point. Then corresponding hydrocarbons. Then corresponding hydrocarbons and polar molecules. And polar molecules. Next point. But if I compare amines to alcohol and carboxylic acid, alcohols and carboxylic acid, they can also form hydrogen bond. But those hydrogen bonds are stronger than that of amines because of higher electronegativity of oxygen atom. Okay, so if you have OH, and here also you have OH like this, so this will have delta positive, and this will have delta negative. This will have delta negative, this will have delta positive. Now, hydrogen bond is a kind of dipole interaction only. Okay, because of very high positive charge on hydrogen, very high negative charge on oxygen atom, they interact with each other. Positive and negative ends, they interact with each other. But this interaction is so strong that they have given this another name, that is hydrogen bond. Since the electronegativity of oxygen is very high, it is going to be highly delta negative. Okay, it should be having very high negative charge, and hydrogen will be having very high positive charge. That is why this interaction is even more stronger. But in the case of nitrogen, which is less electronegative than oxygen, the negative charge, the partial negative charge on nitrogen atom will not be that much strong. So please write, but boiling point of amine is less than that of alcohol and carboxylic acid. Alcohol and carboxylic acid. Because hydrogen bond in alcohol and carboxylic acid is formed by more electronegative oxygen atom. Hence, hydrogen bond is stronger.
So what is En?
Electronegative. That's a comma देख लीजिए, leading to higher boiling point of alcohol and carboxylic acid than amine. Now, when you are going to compare different amines, that is 1 degree, 2 degree, and 3 degree. So in that case, you will see the number of hydrogen bonds. Okay, so if I take primary amine has nitrogen atom bonded to 2 hydrogens. Then we have secondary amine. In this nitrogen, this is bonded to R. Here, nitrogen is bonded to 2 R and 1 hydrogen. If I take the case of tertiary amine, it does not have any hydrogen that is directly bonded to nitrogen atom. So in the primary amine, there can be hydrogen bond with 2 different hydrogens. Here we can have hydrogen bond with only one hydrogen, and in this tertiary amines, we cannot have any hydrogen bond. So obviously, the primary amine is going to be having most number of hydrogen bond. That is why the boiling point will be highest for primary amine, then secondary, and then tertiary amine. Okay, right? Since 1 degree amine has 2 hydrogen for the formation of hydrogen bond, it has highest boiling point followed by 2 degree and 3 degree. This is just in comparison to what? This is 1 degree, this is 2 degree, and this is 3 degree. Comparing the amines, then in amines, you can say 1 degree is going to be the highest. Okay, as in generally 1 degree means highest. If you are comparing inside amines, then only you can say it as highest. Then write about solubility. Solubility here, it is the same case. Amines can form hydrogen bond with water. That is why it is soluble, but only the NH2 part, it is responsible for the hydrogen bonding. The alkyl part, that is the R part, that is not responsible for the hydrogen bonding. And since it is not responsible for hydrogen bonding, if I am going to increase the alkyl chain length, then the solubility is going to decrease, because the alkyl chain length cannot form hydrogen bond. And the unfavorable part in the structure, unfavorable for solubility, that fragment of the structure is becoming bigger. Okay, that is why if I increase the alkyl chain length, solubility decreases, as was the case in alcohol, as was the case in carboxylic acid also. Right here. Similar was the case in aldehyde and ketones also. Please write amines are soluble in water. Amines are soluble in water as they can form hydrogen bond with water. But the solubility decreases as we increase the alkyl chain length. If I compare the solubility of amines and alcohol, then amines is less soluble than alcohol. Okay, please write amines are less soluble in H2 than alcohol. Why is this? This is again due to the lower electronegativity of hydrogen. Due to lower electronegativity of nitrogen. Right here, chemical properties. Now, in chemical properties, we'll look at the first chemical property, that is basicity or basic character. Okay. Now, in basic character, if I talk about the chemical reactions, then if you react any amine with mineral acid, for example, HCl, HBr, in this case, you can have any hydrogen halide, HX, then it is going to form. Achha, by the way, do you know what is the difference between this arrow and this arrow? Guys, anyone? What is the difference between these two arrows in chemistry? Yes, Nabil, Asta, Khalid, Khalil, Saif, Minashi, Salman, Sara,
It
anyone?
is reversible.
1 and 2 में क्या फर्क है? मतलब कौन सा रिवर्सिबल, क्या बोल रहे हैं?
Second one is reversible.
And first one? First one क्या है?
Interconvertible.
Interconvertible. देखिए, फर्स्ट वन जो है आपका इक्विलिब्रियम साइन, नहीं दोनों में फर्क क्या है, हम ये पूछ रहे हैं. ठीक है. So first one is used for reversible reactions, and this is used when you have achieved equilibrium. Okay, to show equilibrium has been achieved, and this is used for reversible reaction. Okay, so it can go both ways. So please write here. Now RNH2 plus HX, it is going to give you this lone pair electron is going to attack on the hydrogen atom, and you will get R NH3 with a positive charge, and you will get X negative. And this is what? This is a salt. This is a salt here. So we can say this is ammonium halide. This will be what? Ammonium halide. Similarly, we can also have the lone pair of NH2 plus HX NH3 positive, and then you will get Cl, X negative. Okay, so these reactions, they show that amines can react with hydrogen halides to form salts, and these things, they show that it is what? It is basic character. It has some basicity in it. Okay, right, next. Amines have lone pair electron on nitrogen atom. Due to which they behave as Lewis base. ठीक है, Lewis base क्या होता है? Lewis base which has a tendency to donate electrons. It can donate what? It can donate electrons. That is known as Lewis base. तो यहाँ पे if I have more and more electron density, that means it is going to be a better Lewis base. So if we are going to increase the electron density at nitrogen atom, it is going to be what? A better Lewis base. So please write next. Basic character part यहाँ पे. How to determine the basicity? So for basicity, we use this term that is known as pKb, as was pKa. उसके लिए first of all write R NH3. If I add water to this, then you will be getting R NH4 positive plus OH negative. Okay. Now if I write the K equilibrium for this, this will be equal to products upon reactant, products upon concentration of product upon concentration of reactant. So in the product case, we are having RNH4 positive and we have OH negative. In the reactants, we have RNH, this will be 2, this will be 3, my bad. We'll have RNH2 and H2O. Now, since the concentration of H2O is what? It is a constant. If I bring the H2O in the left-hand side, we will be having K into the concentration of H2O, which will be equal to RNH3 positive, the concentration of RNH3 positive, concentration of OH negative, divided by the concentration of amine, RNH2. This will be known as what? This will be known as Kb. K into the concentration of equilibrium constant into the concentration of water, it is known as Kb. Okay. ये K और Kb का सेम ही मतलब है, बस यहाँ पे बेस के लिए हम लोग डिटरमाइन कर रहे हैं. Okay, we are defining this for base, that is why it is Kb. So Kb will be again the same thing. So we can say if it is a good base, that means it is going to abstract the hydrogen very easily. And if it is going to abstract the hydrogen easily, the amount of product will increase. So if product is high, the numerator is high, and that is why Kb is also high. And this is the condition for strong base. Strong base. Okay. But again, we don't use Kb. What do we use? We use pKb. And pKb is what? Negative log of Kb. Negative log of Kb. Now, in this case, if Kb is high, the pKb will be low. Okay, and this is the condition for strong base. Okay, this is the condition for strong base. Write a point. Smaller the value of pKb, stronger is the base.
So what is after KB? Strong base.
Strong base. Okay, please write this down. Then we'll understand how different types of amines, primary, secondary, tertiary amines, and then you also have aromatic amines, that is aniline, how they differ in their basicity, and what is the criteria that defines or that gives you the basicity order. Okay, please write this down. Then you will understand it. Done, everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Anyone still writing? No. See, don't write anything. Please listen. Let us look at different types of amines. Okay, so we have R, हाइड्रोजन एंड हाइड्रोजन. अच्छा ठीक है, एक सेकंड और ये करते हैं, इसमें R नहीं लिखते हैं. R से ना कुछ समझ नहीं आता एक्चुअली. Let us write CH3 and complete structure. ठीक है. Here we have carbon, nitrogen, one more carbon, and both of these are having 3 hydrogens. And then in the 3 degree we have ठीक है. Now so all of them, all of these structures, we have 1 degree, 2 degree, and 3 degree amines. This is 1 degree, this is 2 degree, and this is 3 degree amine. Okay, all of them are having one lone pair only. Okay, there's nothing different with them regarding lone pair electrons. All of these structures, 1 degree, 2 degree, and 3 degree primary, 1 degree, 2 degree, and 3 degree amines, they all are having one lone pair electron. That means उनका basic character same होना चाहिए, right? Yes or not? Tell me, because all of them are having one lone pair electrons. What do you guys think? Should their basic character is determined by this lone pair only. Na? We have written here, see, the first line we wrote, amines have a lone pair electron on nitrogen atom, due to which they behave as Lewis bases. है ना? This nitrogen atom is only attacking on the hydrogen. और base का काम क्या होता है? Hydrogen को abstract करना. Okay, so this nitrogen's lone pair is attacking on the hydrogen, and lone pair electron is the main criteria for the basicity. If you look at this particular thing, you can see that there is only one lone pair here, but there is a difference. If you have added an alkyl group, a CH3 group here, then this CH3 group is also electron donating group. So this CH3 group is going to donate electron. Okay, this CH3 groups are going to donate electron. And if they are going to give electron density towards nitrogen atom, the nitrogen atom will become more electron rich. Yes or no? Please tell me, guys. If it is getting electrons from different alkyl groups, nitrogen atom will become more electron rich. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
है ना? It will become more electron rich. So if it becomes more electron rich, giving electrons will be easier for nitrogen, right? If it is more electron rich, that means it is more basic. Correct, guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
है ना? ठीक है. This is one thing. If I just look at the electronics, इसको क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? Electronics. इस स्टडी को क्या बोलते हैं? ऐसे अगर आप लोग किसी भी स्ट्रक्चर को देखते हैं ना, तो इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स. हम लोग सिर्फ देख रहे हैं कि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कहाँ पे है. व्हाट वी आर सीइंग हियर कि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ पे कहाँ है. ठीक है. सो वी आर जस्ट लुकिंग एट द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इफेक्ट हियर. वी आर जस्ट लुकिंग एट द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इफेक्ट हियर एंड दैट इज आल्सो बेस्ड ऑन द इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट. ठीक है. वी आर जस्ट लुकिंग एट द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स. अब एक बात बताइए आप. Here we have nitrogen. ठीक है. Here we have nitrogen and this nitrogen has to attack using this lone pair electron. This nitrogen has to attack using this lone pair electron. This nitrogen has to attack using this lone pair electron. ठीक है. अब इन सब में आप देख के बताइए, what do you think which nitrogen can easily donate the electron? Easily का सेंस उसको अटैक करने के हिसाब से, मूवमेंट के हिसाब से, which is going to donate the electrons most easily? मूवमेंट के हिसाब से. Tell me guys. What do you think? According to the movement, है ना? अब साइज देखिए. ठीक है. और बताइए मूव करना किसके लिए आसान होगा? 1 डिग्री, 2 डिग्री और 3 डिग्री किसके लिए मूव करना आसान होगा?
प्राइमरी
के लिए मूव करना आसान होगा. और सबसे ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन किसके पास है? 1 डिग्री, 2 डिग्री या 3 डिग्री के पास सबसे ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन रिच कौन सा है?
3 डिग्री.
3 डिग्री. तो अब इन दोनों से आप लोग को दिख रहा है दैट वी आर गेटिंग कंफ्लिक्टिंग रिजल्ट. यस और नो? प्लीज टेल मी गाइस. Does everyone agree that we are getting conflicting? अच्छा, अब अगर हम यहाँ पे एक और ले लें. Let us take ammonia also. In ammonia we have only 3 hydrogens. ठीक है. If I look at the electronics, ठीक है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में हम यहाँ पे ब्रैकेट में प्लस आई इफेक्ट लिख देते हैं बिकॉज if I look at ammonia primary 2 degree and 3 degree, तो इसके according to electronics the most electron rich is what? Most electron rich is 3 degree followed by 2 degree and then followed by 1 degree and then followed by NH3 ammonia. But if I look at the steric effects, स्टेरिक का मतलब क्या होता है? मूवमेंट किसके लिए आसान है? फिजिकली किसी को मूव करके इलेक्ट्रॉन देना, है ना? एक तो होता है कि कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन है आपके पास. मान लीजिए कोई एक यहाँ पे नाइट्रोजन इस तरह से है और ये चारों तरफ से ही घिरा हुआ है. ओके. इट इज हैविंग अ लार्ज टर्शियरी ब्यूटाइल ग्रुप्स. उसका इलेक्ट्रॉन देना बहुत ही मुश्किल हो जाएगा, राइट? सो फिजिकली ऑल्दो इट इज व्हाट? वेरी इलेक्ट्रॉन रिच. इट इज वेरी इलेक्ट्रॉन रिच, बट ये इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सपोज्ड ही नहीं है बाहर. It is completely surrounded with different alkyl groups. So it is physically impossible for this nitrogen to give electron no matter how much electron rich is, है ना? No matter how much electron this nitrogen is. So please see in steric effects, if I talk about steric effect, then it is easiest for NH3 to give electrons followed by 1 degree and then followed by 2 degree and then followed by 3 degree. Now we have got conflicting results. Yes or no? Please tell me guys. Correct है?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे आपके पास व्हाट वी कैन डू नाउ, अब आप लोग थ्योरी नहीं लगा सकते, है ना? थ्योरी से क्या हो रहा है? कंफ्लिक्टिंग रिजल्ट आ रहा है. सो व्हाट वी हैव टू डू नाउ, वी हैव टू जस्ट बेस आवर रिजल्ट्स ऑन द एक्सपेरिमेंट्स. हम लोग जो कंक्लूजन अब लिखने वाले हैं दैट इज कंप्लीटली ऑन द एक्सपेरिमेंटल बेसिस. कि आपने पीएच चेक किया, 1 डिग्री अमोनिया का पीएच चेक किया आपने, 1 डिग्री का पीएच चेक किया, 2 डिग्री का पीएच चेक किया, 3 डिग्री का पीएच चेक किया. अब उसमें द वन विच वाज मोस्ट बेसिक उसको आपने उस हिसाब से अरेंज कर दिया. Okay, so in aqueous solution you will write the now conclusion here. एक सबसे पहले लिखिए, since the basicity is determined by multiple factors with conflicting results. ये आपका यहाँ पर लिख देते हैं बेसिसिटी. यहाँ पे भी हम लिख देते हैं ये बेसिसिटी का ऑर्डर है, स्टेरिक इफेक्ट का ऑर्डर नहीं है. ऐसे तो स्टेरिक सबसे ज्यादा 3 डिग्री में, बट बेसिसिटी यहाँ पे स्टेरिक इफेक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग NH3 होना चाहिए with conflicting results. Since the basicity is determined by multiple factor with conflicting results, we will base our conclusion according to experimental results. ठीक है? So according to experimental results, if you have ethyl group as the substituent, अगर आपके पास ethyl substituent है, ठीक है ना? What is the substituent? Ethyl substituent. Ethyl substituent. ठीक है? CH3 नहीं है आपके पास, क्या है? C2H5. So in that case, you are going to have 2 degree amine that will be most basic, followed by 3 degree amine, and then followed by 1 degree amine, and then which is followed by ammonia. ठीक है? अमोनिया का सबसे लास्ट है. If you have methyl substituent, अगर आपके पास methyl substituent है, then in this case you are going to have 2 degree amine that is going to be the most basic, followed by 1 degree amine, and followed by 3 degree amine, and then followed by NH3. ठीक है? अब किस लोगों को अगर ethyl substituent methyl substituent से नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, I am also writing the structures. Ethyl का मतलब क्या होता है? C2H5. Okay, so you can have C2H5 whole twice, NH, this will be most basic, followed by C2H5 whole thrice, nitrogen, followed by C2H5 nitrogen and 2 hydrogen, and then NH3. ठीक है? Methyl substituent का मतलब क्या हुआ? You will have CH3 whole twice NH, followed by CH3 NH2, followed by CH3 whole thrice nitrogen, and then followed by ammonia. Chaliye, please write this down. इसको प्लीज आप लोग एग्जाम से पहले देख के जाइएगा. इथाइल में 231, मिथाइल में 213. Done everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me.
1 minute, sir.
जी जी लिखिए. लिख लिया आप लोगों ने? राइट, नेक्स्ट. Aryl amines versus amines लिख देते हैं, ठीक है। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अराइल अमीन और अमाइंस में क्या फर्क होगा, ठीक है ना। अराइल अमीन्स अमीन्स एक और का काम करते हैं एंड अमोनिया भी कर देते हैं, ठीक है। if I compare ammonia, what is going to happen? Please write here. First statement you will write. Aryl amines are less basic than amines because the lone pair on nitrogen, lone pair on nitrogen is in resonance with benzene ring, making it less available, ठीक है। तो पहला तो आपका कंपैरिजन किसके साथ हो गया, अमीन्स के साथ हो गया, राइट। नाउ व्हाट अबाउट अमोनिया, अमोनिया के केस में क्या होगा, प्लीज सी। If I talk about ammonia, then we will look at the conjugate acids of both aryl amines and ammonia. Please see, here we have aryl amine, a simple aniline, NH2 in the presence of H plus. It will become NH3 positive, ठीक है। But if I have ammonia, NH3 in the presence of H plus, it will become NH4 positive, ठीक है। अब इस केस में कौन सा ज्यादा स्टेबल है, which is more stable, this anilinium ion or the ammonium ion, which is more stable here. If you look at this particular structure, that is anilinium ion, okay, this is anilinium ion, this is aniline, this is anilinium ion, ठीक है। See, this aniline can have multiple resonating structure, at least this can have 5 resonating structures, ठीक है। But what about this anilinium ion? This anilinium ion can only have 2 resonating structures, okay, it can only have what, 2 resonating structures, ठीक है। Now the thing about 5 resonating structure and 2 resonating structure is that which is more stable, this is more stable, okay. And in this case we don't have any resonating structure. Also in aniline we can say that this lone pair electron is in conjugation, that is why it is less available. So write less available, lone pair electron, less available lone pair electron. And in this we have more available lone pair. Now if I look at the case of aniline, so obviously aniline will want to be in, it is going to stay in this aniline condition only. Why? Because it has 5 resonating structure here, and in the anilinium case it is only having 2 resonating structure. So ये क्या चाहेगा, it will try to remain in the reactant side as much as possible, है ना। Also it is having less available lone pair electron, so this attack is also not very much possible. एक तो ये reactant भी नहीं चाह रहा है कि it does not want to become product, and also electronically it is not very much possible because this lone pair electron is in resonance. So there are 2 reasons, ठीक है ना। एक तो आपका क्या है, more number of resonating structure in aniline than the product anilinium ion, and the less availability of lone pair electron, which makes aniline even less basic than ammonia. So please write here, more resonating structure of aniline than anilinium ion, and less availability of lone pair electron nitrogen in aniline makes aniline less basic than ammonia. Right, next. Electron releasing groups such as OCH3, CH3 increase the basic strength of aniline. Electron withdrawing groups such as NO2 COH में तो नहीं होगा, CHO कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड आ जाएगा तो उसकी तो एसिडिक कैरेक्टर हो जाएगी. Then SO3H etc. decreases basic strength of aniline.
Sir, could you
Sir,
scroll?
could you scroll
Sir.
it?
ठीक ठीक ठीक, लीजिए लीजिए.
Sir, could you show that structure also, sir, the amine?
अच्छा, ये रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर बना के दिखाना पड़ेगा क्या, बताइए, या खुद से आप लोग बना लीजिएगा? ठीक है, हम रफ आपको पिक्चर बता देते हैं. जिन लोगों ने फेनॉल का देखा है ना, इट्स वेरी सिमिलर टू दैट ऑफ फेनॉल. अच्छा, उससे पहले ना ये 5 रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर तो आप बना ही लीजिएगा. हम ये बताते हैं इसमें सिर्फ 2 क्यों हैं. बहुत सारे बच्चों को ना यहाँ कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है कभी. यू हैव NH3 पॉजिटिव, ठीक है. नाइट्रोजन के पास कितने बॉन्ड है बताइए जरा. नाइट्रोजन हैज हाउ मेनी बॉन्ड्स?
4 bond.
4 बॉन्ड्स हैं उसके पास, यानी कि उसके पास 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, ठीक है ना. अब बहुत सारे बच्चों को यहाँ पे क्या दिखता है, दे सी द कंडीशन ऑफ रेजोनेंस हियर, एंड इट इज अ कंडीशन ऑफ रेजोनेंस. A डबल बॉन्ड B, सिंगल बॉन्ड C, एंड C पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज. ओके, सो इट इज पाई सिग्मा पॉजिटिव का रेजोनेंस यहाँ पे. बट यू कैन नॉट मूव द इलेक्ट्रॉन लाइक दिस एट ऑल. आपका ये मूवमेंट इलेक्ट्रॉन का हो ही नहीं सकता, बिकॉज नाइट्रोजन के पास इट इज हैविंग द फॉर्मल पॉजिटिव चार्ज. ठीक है, पॉजिटिव चार्ज जो नाइट्रोजन के पास है वो वहां पे वो डिफाइन नहीं कर रहा है दैट इट इज गोइंग टू बी व्हाट, इट इज गोइंग टू बी it is having a vacant orbital. Okay, it is not determining electron deficiency, that is determining the formal charge there. और उस इलेक्ट्रॉन को अगर आप वहां पे भेजिएगा, दैट मींस इफ यू आर मूविंग दिस pi electron here and you are trying to make the structure double bond NH3, तो यहाँ पे 3 बॉन्ड और इधर डबल बॉन्ड 5 बॉन्ड हो जाएंगे, राइट. And it is not possible for nitrogen to have 5 bonds because it can hold only 8 electrons in its outermost shell because it is second period element. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आपके पास जो 2 resonating structures बनते हैं, in the case of anilinium ion, these are just the movement of these electrons. ठीक है, तो जो पाई बॉन्ड होते हैं बेंजीन के, दे आर इन रेजोनेंस और ये सारे मूव करते हैं. सो दीज आर द 2 रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स. ठीक है, और इसका जो अगर आपको बनाना है तो हम आपको स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. इट इज वेरी सिमिलर टू दैट ऑफ फिनॉल. फिनॉल को देख के आप लोग बना सकते हैं. You have the lone pair electron here. So lone pair to sigma bond will move here and you will get double bond NH2. अब देखिए नाइट्रोजन के पास 4 है तो पॉजिटिव चार्ज एक लग गया and here you have negative, you have single and here you have double. तो उसके बाद फिर इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे सॉरी the electron will move here making pi bond, this pi bond will move here making negative charge. ठीक है, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज आ जाएगा तो दिस नेगेटिव चार्ज विल मूव हियर, दिस पाई बॉन्ड विल मूव हियर. यहाँ पे जब आपके पास आ जाएगा नेगेटिव चार्ज, सो दिस नेगेटिव चार्ज विल मूव हियर एंड दिस पाई इलेक्ट्रॉन विल मूव हियर टू नाइट्रोजन एटम, न्यूट्रलाइजिंग इट, एंड यू विल इन टोटल गेट 5 रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स. ठीक है, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, आपको ये समझ में आना चाहिए कि इसके सिर्फ 2 क्यों है ना. ये वाला जो रेजोनेंस अक्सर लोगों को दिखता है, ये रेजोनेंस ट्रू नहीं है यहाँ पे, दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. सवाल लिख लीजिएगा, कंपेयर द बेसिक स्ट्रेंथ. जनरल अगर आपको हम बताएं कि सबसे ज्यादा बेसिक स्ट्रेंथ होता है आपके पास एलिफैटिक अमीन, ठीक है. उसके बाद आपके पास होगा अमोनिया एंड एट लास्ट अमोनिया से भी नीचे आपके पास होगा अराइल अमीन, एरोमेटिक अमीन्स का. ठीक है, अब एलिफैटिक अमीन में 2 डिग्री जो है सबसे ज्यादा होता है हमेशा, 1 डिग्री और 3 डिग्री डिपेंड करता है इथाइल है या मिथाइल है. इफ यू हैव इथाइल देन 3 डिग्री का ज्यादा, इफ यू हैव मिथाइल देन 1 डिग्री का ज्यादा. कितने लोग अभी भी स्कूल जा रहे हैं, प्लीज हाथ रेस कीजिएगा. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर स्टिल गोइंग स्कूल? बाकी लोग नहीं जा रहे हैं? नबील, आस्था, खालिद, मिनाशी, सलमान, सारा. सारा पे स्कूल नहीं जा रही हैं, अब छुट्टी हो गई, क्या हुआ?
We had
Sir,
exams
school
right
खत्म हो
now,
गया.
so our school will start next week.
School will start next week.
Like it will
Nabil
be
is
for a week, and then after that there'll be vacations.
अच्छा अच्छा. इब्न हैसम में आज लास्ट डे था. ओके, सो यू हैव हॉलिडे टिल व्हेन मीनाशी?
2nd of January.
2nd of January तक आपकी हॉलिडेज है. सुबह आइए फिर आप लोग, ठीक है ना. कोऑर्डिनेशन रह रहा है, आई वांट टू हैव क्लासेस ऑन कोऑर्डिनेशन. सैटरडे संडे आप लोग सुबह आ सकते हैं. सैफ आप सैटरडे को आ सकते हैं, सैटरडे विल बी हॉलिडे ना सैफ?
Yes, sir, but I have biology and maths.
सुबह में ही?
No, sir, I can come in the morning.
मॉर्निंग आप आ सकते हैं ना, ठीक है.
Sir, but I might have a special class from school itself.
छोड़ दीजिए, क्या स्पेशल पढ़ा देंगे स्कूल वाले आपको.
Okay, sir, I will see about it.
हाँ जस्ट सी, ठीक है ना. सैटरडे जनरली यू हैव एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस सैफ?
Yes, sir. Only for 1 hour, that's all.
अच्छा, एट व्हाट टाइम 1 आवर?
From 7:30 to 8:30.
7:30, हाँ ठीक है, फिर 8:30 के बाद रखेंगे हम, ठीक है.
Okay, sir.
ओके. मीनाशी, you are also in Ibn al-Haytham, right? हाँ
Yes,
मीनाशी.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Send the answer for compare the basic strength. आपको इस तरह के सवाल जब भी मिले ना, आप ना ABCD कर लिया कीजिए खुद से ही, ठीक है ना. एग्जाम में भी आपको अगर मिले ना तो इससे टाइम काफी बचता है। आपने एक बार एबीसीडी लिख लिया, अब आपको ऑर्डर लिखने के लिए उसको ही नहीं करना पड़ेगा, C6H सो दैट। हाँ, कल कल पेपर है आप लोग का। हम एक चीज आपको फिर से बता रहे हैं, जब आप लोग एमसीक्यूज अटेम्प्ट करते हैं ना, व्हेन यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग द एमसीक्यूज, आप फॉर एग्जांपल फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपको लग रहा है कि ऑप्शन ए करेक्ट है, तो ए लिख के छोड़ दीजिए बस। उसमें पूरा लिखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है आपको, जो ए में लिखा हुआ सेम उस चीज को कॉपी करने की। ठीक है, तो आई डोंट वांट एनीवन राइटिंग ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, एंड आल्सो देयर इज नो, प्लीज डोंट राइट एनी एक्सप्रेशन। एक मार्क्स से ज्यादा आपको मिलेगा ही नहीं उसमें। ठीक है, आपको अगर एमसीक्यूज है तो वहां पे आप एक्सप्लेनेशन तो मत लिखिए कम से कम। हाँ, आपको अगर कुछ डिराइव करना है या फिर आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा, आपको लग रहा है लिख के करेंगे तो अच्छा होगा, तो वो ठीक है, ओके, बट प्लीज डोंट राइट द एक्सप्लेनेशन, दैट इज नॉट नीडेड। इतना ही चाहिए, ओनली दिस मच इज नीडेड इन द एग्जामिनेशन। ओके, 1 का ए, 2 का बी, दैट्स इट। एक्सप्लेनेशन लिखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है आपको, and no need to copy what is in the option A, what is in the option B and all. Okay guys, ठीक है, किसी का नहीं, हम मार्क्स काट लेंगे फिर किसी ने अगर लिखा तो। वाह, कहाँ जा रहे हैं खालिदा? खालिद कल टेस्ट नहीं देंगे, बताइए। ओके आस्था, हाँ दैट इज करेक्ट आस्था, आंसर सही है आपका आस्था। एनीवन एल्स प्लीज सेंड द आंसर फॉर दिस, कंपेयर द बेसिक स्ट्रेंथ। कहाँ जा रहे हैं आप खालिद?
सर कल नेशनल डे है बहरीन का, तो अब्बू सोच रहे हैं बाहर जाने के लिए सबको लेके।
पूरे दिन?
मे बी नॉट, डिपेंड्स।
तो अब्बू अब्बू को बताइए टेस्ट है, अब्बू को पता होगा ना आपके टेस्ट है।
हाँ सर।
आप बताना नहीं चाह रहे क्या? टेस्ट होगा तो आपको घुमाने ही नहीं ले जाएंगे, ऐसा है क्या? हाँ खालिद,
पता नहीं सर।
आई हैव हर्ड योर फादर इज स्ट्रिक्ट।
या
आई हर्ड दिस फ्रॉम योर सीनियर्स, यू नो।
या दैट्स ट्रू।
हाँ ठीक है, अब देखिए दो टाइमिंग्स है ना, सुबह भी दे सकते हैं आप टेस्ट, शाम को भी दे सकते हैं टेस्ट। ठीक है, तो अब अपने हिसाब से किसी एक टाइम में तो आप आ ही सकते हैं, राइट?
यस।
नबील, अभी हमने कंपेयर किया ना, C6H5NH2 क्या होगा? C6H5NH2 विल बी अराइल अमीन, राइट? नबील देखिए यहाँ पे, दिस इज द बेसिक ट्रेंड। एलिफैटिक अमीन में 2 डिग्री को सबसे ज्यादा, सो 2 डिग्री कौन सा है ये आइडेंटिफाई करने आना चाहिए, दैट इज C इज द 2 डिग्री। आफ्टर दैट you will have again any aliphatic amine do we have? Yeah, we have B, that is also aliphatic amine। aliphatic मतलब aromatic जो नहीं होता। Okay, then after B we are going to have ammonia, because now we have to compare between aromatic amine, aniline and ammonia। तो अभी हम लोगों ने लिखा ना अमोनिया का ज्यादा होता है, तो B and then D and then A। Okay, this will be the order। नबील आपको समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Write this fast, write this fast guys। Right, next, the second reaction that we need to learn is alkylation। Please write next। Alkylation, okay। Now alkylation reaction, we have learned this in the chapter of haloalkane and haloene। So the reactant here is the reactant here is amine, and we are treating amine with what? Different types of haloalkane। Okay, so for example you have RNH2। The electronics जो है ना, that is most important in your 11th and 12th standard। ठीक है, most of the reactions they happen according to electronics only। आपके पास स्टेरिक इफेक्ट्स बहुत ज्यादा डिस्कस नहीं है, देन देयर आर स्टीरियोकेमिस्ट्री इफेक्ट, वो भी आपके पास बहुत ज्यादा डिस्कशन नहीं है, उसका सॉल्वेंट इफेक्ट, उसका भी बहुत ज्यादा डिस्कशन नहीं है। मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली आपको बस पता होना चाहिए इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कहाँ पे हैं। सो यू हैव द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, दिस इज इलेक्ट्रॉन रिच NH2 प्लस you have R dash X. Now in this case, this alkyl halide, alkyl is delta positive because it is attached to electronegative element, that is X. This is it. तो बस अटैक कहाँ पे होगा? NH2 का लोन पेयर will attack on this R. ठीक है? And this pattern you will see many times. And you will be getting what? R, this nitrogen atom with 2 hydrogens, it is attached with RX. Right? Now it is going to attach with R, and as soon as it attacks on R, this will leave here. Nitrogen will get a positive charge and this will be neutralized by X negative. आपको देखा नाइट्रोजन के पास कितने बॉन्ड हो गए? आप this already had 2 hydrogens, है ना? वो हाइड्रोजन यहीं पे, and then you get X negative. Now once you react, okay, this is R dash, this R dash is coming from your alkyl halide. Then if you react this with any base, NaOH, KOH किसी के साथ भी, then what is going to happen? They are going to abstract one of the hydrogen and you will get RNH R dash. ठीक है, क्या मिल गया आपको? 1 डिग्री अमीन से 2 डिग्री अमीन मिल गया। ठीक है, प्लस X negative will be there. अगर आप NaOH यूज कर रहे हैं तो you will get NaX. If you are using KOH, then you will get KX, and then you will also get the H2O, the water molecule. Now please write. Similarly, ये आपके पास सेकेंडरी अमीन है, ये फर्दर रिएक्ट कर सकता है. It can further react on with R dash X and lead to formation of what? R N R dash, one more R dash. ठीक है, अब इसके आगे आपके पास रिएक्शन नहीं होगा. Why? Because it is not going to have any hydrogen here. So only primary and secondary amine is right, 1 degree and 2 degree amine react with alkyl halide, reacts with alkyl halide to form tertiary amines. अच्छा, एक सेकंड. Sara, if you want to stay, you can stay. If you want to leave and prepare for tomorrow's test, then you can leave, because I think आपका इसके बाद वाला portion completed है, right, Sara?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, so अगर आपको preparation करनी है कल के लिए ना, तो आप please you can leave the class if you want. Okay, I'm not going to teach anything extra that you have not learned till now. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. ठीक है, 1 degree amine reacts with alkyl halide to form tertiary. Now, for example, you have CH3NH2.
So can you scroll up?
Scroll up. कहाँ पे?
Yes, so this alkylation.
अच्छा, alkylation. अच्छा, ठीक. Please see here, you have CH3NH2. Okay, and you are treating this with chloroethane, ethyl chloride. So first of all, you will get CH3. You will get NH, and this nitrogen atom will have 2 carbon attached like this, है ना? 1 carbon and 2 carbon. Further, it can react with the same alkyl halide, leading to formation of CH3. The CH3 is from amine only, and this nitrogen is having now 2 ethyl groups attached to it. 2 ethyl group attached to it. Okay. Now, what will be the name of this compound? इस compound को किस तरह से name करेंगे? Anyone has any idea how to name this compound? This 3 degree amine. How can we name this?
And dimethyl ethylamine.
नहीं, मिथाइल 2 नहीं है ना. देखिए, हाँ, वो सही है आपका. See here, guys. Those who have learned from me, we use the SPUF method. I start with identifying the functional group, right? So what is the functional group here? The functional group, if you see nitrogen atom that is connected to any alkyl group here, let me just switch the background to highlight things. Okay, this nitrogen is there, it is attached with alkyl group, so it is going to be amine. We have the functional group that is amine. So tell me the unsaturation. AN, EN, YN, बताइए जरा. What will be the unsaturation here? भूल गए सारे। अरे जल्दी बोलिए, व्हाट इज द अनसैचुरेशन? AN, EN और
AN,
YN?
AN sir,
क्या?
ANE,
EN और AN?
AN,
A for Australia.
yes,
हाँ, AN. And then now parent. So parent is determined by, we can start numbering the parent wherever you have the nearest, functional group, right? But this nitrogen atom is attached with all of these three. It is attached with CH3 also. It is attached with this ethyl also. This is attached with this ethyl also. Okay. So what we are going to do? We are going to take the longest chain. Longest chain कहाँ पे है आपके पास? Ethyl के पास longest chain है. So it will be eth. Parent is going to be eth. Now whatever remains after the identification of puff, parent and saturation functional group, is the substituent. So we have this substituent and we have this substituent. Okay. So what are my substituents? My substituents are ethyl and methyl. Now we have to now number things. Obviously the substituents, they are not directly attached to the functional group. Sorry, they are not directly attached to the carbon chain. Can all of you see that? कि carbon का main chain हमारे पास ये था. This was my main chain carbon atom. और ethyl और methyl दोनों ही carbon chain से attached नहीं. They are attached to nitrogen. That is why we number it like this. We say this is N-methyl and we say this is N-ethyl. Now when we are going to write the name, we write according to the alphabetical order. So ethyl, E will come first. So we'll write N-ethyl. N-methyl, ethane, 1-amine, because this is first carbon atom, second carbon atom, ethane, 1-amine. All of you got this? Yes or no? Please tell me.
yes sir.
Done, guys? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Done, sir.
Right, next, acylation. ठीक है, अब देखिए आप लोग ना प्लीज यहाँ से अब स्टार्ट कर दीजिए इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स को कम से कम देखने की. ठीक है, ट्राई टू सी द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड यू शुड हैव सम काइंड ऑफ पैटर्न रिकग्निशन यहाँ पे. ठीक है, you will have electron rich, you will have electron poor things, and you should also identify the leaving groups. कहाँ पे leaving groups आ सकते हैं. So let us suppose I have taken so you can very easily identify in the amine we have the electron rich nitrogen atom. Now in acylation you can use either ester, you can use acyl chloride, you can use anhydride. All of these can be used. Okay, so I'm going to use acyl chloride here. So you have CH3, C double bond O, which is attached to chlorine atom here. Now in this acyl chloride, this carbon atom here is going to be delta positive. Why? Because it is attached to oxygen atom, it is attached to chlorine. Both of these are electronegative element. That is why it is going to have delta positive. So this nitrogen is going to attack onto this carbon atom. Delta positive गलत से लिख दिया हमने. Okay, it is having delta positive. Now as soon as this nitrogen is going to attack, this pi bond will break and oxygen will take the electrons. So you will get now O negative. This chlorine is as it is, and here you have nitrogen atom was having 2 hydrogens like this and 2 carbon atoms. 1 carbon atom, 2 carbon atom. Now nitrogen, it is having 4 bonds. That is why there will be a positive charge here. There will be a positive charge here. Now in order to remove this positive charge, this hydrogen atom, it is going to give the electrons to nitrogen. As soon as it will give the electron to nitrogen, what is going to happen? This nitrogen is going to get the nitrogen is going to neutralize, and similarly this oxygen atom will bring back these 2 electrons, making this chlorine atom leave. So you will have now 1 2 chlorine तो चला गया. उसके बाद आपके पास nitrogen को लिखिए, third atom is nitrogen, fourth atom is carbon, and fifth atom is also carbon. Okay, so 1 and 2, 2 is having double bond O, then the third atom is nitrogen, then you have fourth atom carbon, and the fifth atom is also carbon. This nitrogen also has a hydrogen like this. Okay, so we have formed an amide bond here. This bond here, C double bond O NH, this is amide bond, and the name of this molecule is going to be N-ethyl ethanamide. ठीक है, आपके पास ये फंक्शनल ग्रुप है जो आपके पास कलर्ड है. Then you have the parent, which is this carbon atom. This is the carbon atom which is parent, and this is the function. This is the substituent. Now this substituent is attached to nitrogen, that is why it is N-ethyl, and then you have eth, the parent, and the unsaturation, and the amide, which is functional group. Please write this down, and then write next. Aromatic and aliphatic. Aliphatic primary and secondary. That means reacts with acid chloride anhydride and esters to form amides. एक रिएक्शन और जो है आपके एनसीईआरटी में एज अ सेंटेंस लिखा हुआ है, उसको भी लिख लीजिए यहीं पे. इफ व्हाट हैपेंस इफ यू आर रिएक्टिंग दिस विद C double bond O OH. आपने सबके साथ रिएक्ट कर लिया. C double bond O, we have done the reaction with C double bond O Cl, C double bond O OCS3, C double bond O O, and then COCS3, that is anhydride. Now what about R C double bond O H? So if you react this with R dash NH2, this is an acid, this is a base, so you'll get a salt here, which is going to be R COO negative. NH3 R with a positive charge on nitrogen atom. Done everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Done, sir.
1 minute, sir.
लिखिए इसको. After this, you will write carbyl amine reaction.
So classes till when?
कार्बाइल अमीन रिएक्शन के बाद हम छोड़ देंगे आप लोगों को. Carbyl amine reaction. This reaction, it is also used for the test of primary amines. Okay, this reaction is only given by primary amines. We need 2 hydrogens attached to nitrogen. Okay, and that is only possible if you have a primary amine here. So please see, that is why it is also known as sometimes carbyl amine test. If you have any primary amine, you react this with chloroform CHCl3 and KOH. With some heat, it is going to give you isocyanide RNC. This is known as also isocyanide, and it is also known as carbylamine. Okay, isocyanide or carbylamine. Plus KCl and H2O. Please write next. Aliphatic and aromatic primary amine. Reacts with chloroform and KOH. Reacts with in some heat. At elevated temperature to form isocyanide. Right, next point. Isocyanide or carbylamine has a very foul smell. Hence, this reaction is used for detection of primary amine. Astha, are you going to give the test tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Today was the last practicals, like Aaj chemistry practicals, and that's done now. And yeah,
So
all
you
the
all-
exams are over.
So all the holidays you have.
Yes, sir. Today was the last. Now, till January 9, we have holidays, and from January 9, our pre-boards will again start.
Okay. How was your chemistry exam? कितना भी आपका preparation था?
Sir, it was good, like better than the last time. Marks, I don't know, but it went good.
अच्छा. Coordination आपने देखा था, I think, right? हम लोगों ने classes क्यों नहीं किए थे coordination के? Any idea? मतलब आपके exam start हो गया था, क्या हुआ था? I sent you some lectures, I remember.
We started, we did two classes, I think we did, and then one day you got busy, so you said watch the video. फिर उसके बाद I guess our timings weren't matching for doing this, so you said कि see the recorded lectures and it
Did
will
you
help.
watch them?
Yes sir, I did full chapter I did, and
अच्छा.
for coordination in exam I'll get full also. It was
अच्छा.
good.
अच्छा अच्छा okay. अच्छा तो आपने स्टीरियोकेमिस्ट्री का देखा था, लाइक आइसोमेरिज्म इन स्टीरियोआइसोमर्स का वाला लेक्चर?
No, so that video was, I told you that it wasn't there. I couldn't find, so I studied on my own the geometrical isomer and optical.
ज्योमेट्रिक, अच्छा 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 ओके
Only that two topics were left. Rest all की videos were there.
ओके ओके. Geometrical isomerism and stereoisomerism, wherever I did now, उसमें क्या हुआ था, like I did a class on a Friday and I think it was not recorded completely. उसमें कुछ part missing हो गया था. But I will see. I think I will record a lecture as he without any student and then upload that lecture, because starting के जो initial parts are, those are important also for understanding the other parts. खैर, चलिए, write this down guys, let me know if you're done with this. Send me the question paper Astha, okay, of your chemistry exam. And also if you can, please like circle the questions that you had doubts in, that you were not able to do.
Okay, sir. For assertion and reasoning, I got wrong. Like I came home and I checked. So
अच्छा अच्छा. Assertion reason का ना, one thing is that I have not done many assertion reason questions with you guys. And best thing is that whenever you are reading assertion and reason, you read it in this way. Like assertion आपने पढ़ा, for example, carbylamine reaction is only given by primary amines. ठीक है? Then the reason आपको दिया गया है, primary amines have 2 hydrogen atoms. ठीक है? तो आप इसको इस तरह से पढ़िएगा. Carbylamine reaction is only given by primary amine because, okay, एंड इफ दैट दो सेंटेंसेस दे मेक सेंस, तब आप लोग उसको ट्रू कीजिए। ओके, सो इफ यू ऐड द वर्ड बिकॉज, मेंटली थोड़ा आसान हो जाता है, बट अगेन एवरी ईच टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन दे नीड प्रैक्टिस, और वो प्रैक्टिस सही आएगा। ऐसा कोई किसी चीज के लिए ना ऐसा चीप ट्रिक कुछ नहीं होता है, कोई ऐसा क्विक स्कीम नहीं है किसी भी चीज के लिए, ठीक है। सो आपके जो भी टेस्ट हो रहे हैं उसमें यू विल हैव असर्शन रीजन क्वेश्चन हर एक चैप्टर से, उसके बाद देन यू विल हैव मॉक टेस्ट आल्सो, वहां पे भी असर्शन रीजन के क्वेश्चंस होंगे। देन आई विल इंक्लूड द असर्शन रीजन क्वेश्चन जब आपकी जनवरी में रिवीजन क्लासेस स्टार्ट होंगे, ठीक है। चलिए, अच्छा, बाय द वे, एनीवन इज हैविंग रिवीजन क्लासेस किसी सब्जेक्ट में, फिजिक्स में या फिर बायो में कहीं पे? आई थिंक इन फिजिक्स इट इज स्टार्टेड, राइट? आप लोगों का नहीं हुआ है। सलमान, व्हाट अबाउट यू? आई थिंक योर फिजिक्स क्लास इज गोइंग ऑन, राइट? सलमान अभी नहीं है क्या?